What is up, guys? It's Macabre back today with another Destiny 2 video. Now, if you're like me, you're getting all these exotic catalysts because you've been grinding like crazy, right? And to complete these catalysts, you have to turn around and get a lot of kills, sometimes over 1,000, right? Some of these being specialty kills where it has to be precision, other times you have to get the explosion kills, for example, Sunshot. And it can be really difficult. But what I like to do is when no one else is really on, or Crucible's just been really frustrating for the day, or strikes aren't going well, or whatever it may be, I like to sit back, relax, find a nice, chill spot, and farm some kills for catalyst progression, right? Well, up until Beyond Light, your boy was using the Castellum over on the Leviathan, and it was fantastic. Fantastic. Easy way, infinite enemies, and you just vibe in there. But now that it's gone, we have to find a replacement for it. So, what is definitively the most efficient way to farm Catalyst progress in Beyond Light? And I'm here to tell you right now, if you don't want to sit and watch the rest of this video, that's okay, because in the background right now is by far the most efficient way to farm Catalyst progression for most catalysts. Any catalyst that does not require precision, final damage, or require guardian damage or kills, this is by far the best area to do it. And if you can't tell, it is in the Last Wish raid. This is the Shuro Chi encounter. Luckily, you don't have to get the checkpoint to get to this area. And I'll explain why in a little bit. But before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much. I all hope you guys had as good of a year 2020 as you could, and I hope that this new year bodes well for everyone, okay? I hope that some new content dropping will make you guys happy. It'll make me happy. We'll have a good time. We'll just vibe. You guys know what I'm talking about. So make sure you subscribe down below if you aren't already. Now, the Sharo-Chi encounter is by far the best way to farm Catalyst progression, and here's why. All you have to do is go to the wish wall, and then you're going to enter a code. If you don't know where the wish wall is, well, there are plenty of videos explaining how to get there. I do not have a video explaining how to get there, but if you would like one, let me know in the comments down below. But you're going to enter the code that's going to appear on screen here in a little bit. Once you enter this code, it will take you to the Shuro-Chi encounter. Here, you just farm kills, and every time you wipe, like you see on screen right then, you just reset and you do the same thing over and over. Now that's really nice to farm Catalyst progress for things like Sunshot, Graviton Lance, even Hard Light, all of those great areas, okay? Now let's say there's some other weapons that you want to farm Catalyst progression for. One that comes to mind because not a lot of people knew it was even a thing is the Leviathan's Breath. That came out just this season, but lucky for you, you could farm it doing powerful boss kills or whatever it ends up being, or you can use the Wrathborn Hunts. Yes, that's right. You can put a lure mod on a charge, whatever it is, and you can actually use this to get progression on Leviathan's Breath. However, that is currently the only special weapon, or heavy weapon, I guess, in this case, that can get catalyst progression from an outside activity. Other weapons that are special cases may be considered Rat King, where your friends actually have to get kills for you while you just chill with Rat King on. They have to use Rat King as well, and only their kills count towards progress. The rest of the weapons are fairly straightforward, requiring really one of three things, possibly four. The first being just regular kills, as we see on catalysts such as Hard Light, and then we need precision damage kills on catalysts such as Darcy. And then we go into the Crucible side of things with Guardian kills for things like Suros and Vigilance Wing and Mida Multi-Tool, so on and so forth. And then we go back to more of a PvE side of things, and we have weapons like Graviton Lance and Sunshot that require not only a large amount of kills, but also a set amount of kills that make you get explosion kills, where a Sunshot, after you get a precision shot or even just a kill in general, it causes an explosion, And then if things explode due to the explosion, more explosions, as things happen in the world of D2, right? Now, real quick, we're going to run through some of the numbers, and I want you to stop doing this one thing. And I see it all the time, and I know I see it because they're using one weapon and one weapon only: patrol zones. Patrol zones are not the area to farm catalysts. I'm going to tell you that right now, so stop doing it. The only acceptable patrol zone area to farm catalyst kills in currently would be Altars of Sorrow. And that's just because there's a rather large influx of enemies and you can farm some decent progress. However, the progress is much slower when compared to things like the Shirochi encounter in Last Wish, possibly some lost sectors, depending on what kind of kills you need, as well as the dungeon Shattered Throne, although a little more difficult to get to. And then another great way to farm solo is a special area on the moon that is linked to the Divinity questline if you do not already have it. So, what's the best? What are some numbers on this? Like I said, Shirochi is almost always going to be the best encounter for you. What are the pros to this encounter? Well, the large amount of enemies, okay? There is a lot of Shadow Thrall, and while Shadow Thrall are hard to hit, they count as a kill just like anything else, and they're easy to kill. So, Sunshot, Graviton Lance, I farmed the heck out of these catalysts. And just for some reference, each run of Shirochi, I got about 6% on my hard light. I managed approximately 12% on Darcy. I got 6% ish, sometimes all the way up to 10% on my Sunshot. And for some other weapons, we were ranging anywhere from 5 to 10% on average. Now, go to Shattered Throne. Yeah, Shattered Throne is another great area, and really the huge pro, or the reason you would want this over any of the others, is because it is endless thrall, okay? And I mean endless thrall. But what are some of the cons to it? Well, getting there can be a little difficult, especially if you're trying to do it solo. It is manageable. I've done it several times, but it's probably not the easiest thing in the world. So if you and a group of friends can get you to that area, then you can turn around and just grind through it, chill in there as long as you need, and farm all the catalyst progress you'd like. Now let's move on to some other areas. Like I said, lost sectors are a great way to get some kills, but overall it depends on the weapon you're farming. Now, this other area that I'm going to take you to on screen, follow this map on screen, okay? This is where you're going to start the Divinity questline. But what's nice about it is it doesn't spawn an endless amount of enemies, but it doesn't require you to go into the raid, to go to that wish wall and put in a bunch of stuff, waste your time there, and then get the checkpoint for Shirochi. Or heck, if you don't even have Forsaken, but for whatever reason you have Shadowkeep instead, this is a great alternative, okay? You're going to need to follow this on screen, okay? And you're going to go to an area with a giant Vex portal with a bunch of Vex in it, and essentially you're just going to kill the Vex. There's a couple waves, something like 4 or 5, and as well as a barrier hobgoblin. Clear all these ads, and you walk away with close to 10% on hard light. It's the only one I tested in this area, seeing as Sunshot and Graviton Lance aren't going to work as well, just due to the fact that Vex are a little tankier than other enemies. So that's about it for this video, guys. If you want to farm some catalyst progression, you need a lot of kills, or you need those Sunshot kills, Graviton Lance kills, perfect 5th kills on Polaris Lance, whatever it may be. Highly recommend Shirochi. And if you don't have access to Shirochi, well, go into that Shattered Throne. And obviously, if you don't have access to Shirochi or Shattered Throne, that's fine too, okay? You're going to turn around, and I highly recommend this area on the moon next. And after this area on the moon, I would say go into the lost sectors, test each one, what is going to work best for you. Some people say it's super easy to hit crits on Vex. I think otherwise. If it is, in your opinion, though, maybe go to Europa. There's some good lost sector. There's a good lost sector there with a lot of Vex, okay? But that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this was helpful and informative. Leave a like and a sub down below. And with that, get back to grinding, you crazy guardians.